and adjusted it, and finally hit the target. Here I hit it here, and I hit it there. Okay, I hit it there first. I adjusted up, I got to there. All right, so I assumed that the wind was relatively consistent. Okay, so I made an adjustment to come over here. No lie, that is the second shot at 1,000 yards. Let's see what we can do. I better put this camera a long ways away from it. Yards. Well, I am happy about that. I was really hoping that it wasn't the wind. I realized that maybe 1,000 yards is not that far, and in perspective maybe it's not, but the wind is blowing 11 or 12 mile an hour, and it's not, unfortunately, it's not a tailwind or a headwind, it's a crosswind. So I have made 24 inches of adjustment on my scope to compensate for that. All right, 1,000 yards. We're gonna try it again. I set my box back up, so if I miss it, maybe I'll know by how much. This is fun. Oh, man. First shot. You can't have fun doing this. You need to find something else to do. Golly. First shot. Bam. The purpose of this steel plate is not to fall over when you shoot it. It's to go ping, but you can't hear it in the wind. So I guess falling over is just fine. Wow. Let's see if we can get a little closer to the middle. I'm going to attempt to explain what kind of adjustment I've got in my scope at 1,000 yards. Let's see, I've got several ballistics charts, tables rather, printed out, and what you have to do is find one that is close to what you're shooting and just make it work. These things are not magic. I wish they were, but they'll give you a good rough estimation as to where you're supposed to be in drop of inches, and you can convert it to minutes of angle and all that. But like I said, they're not magic. So after you get these charts, you can take them out to the range and see how close they are, and it should, you know, get you on paper depending on what you're shooting at, and then you can make adjustments from there. And that's what I've done. I've made adjustments that I've recorded beside certain distances, and for this bullet and this gun, and so I know about what it's supposed to do at 100 to 1,000 yards. So anyhow, I'm shooting 175 grains of Black Hills factory ammunition. This is a 308 Remington Model 700 Varmint. It's got a muzzle brake on it. Shooting a Falcon Menace scope with plenty of adjustment. The base itself has got 20 minutes of angle built into it, and it's a steel base TPS and steel TPS rings. All right, the adjustment in my scope at 1,000 yards is 40 minutes of angle, close to it. I'm still working on dialing that in, but anyways, that's relatively close to what it is. So 40 minutes of angle is 160 clicks in my scope. So I've adjusted it from here and then around 2 times plus 10, making 40. As far as the wind goes, I tried to use this chart. I've got about a 11-12 mile an hour wind, and unfortunately it's not a tailwind or a headwind. It's a crosswind, pretty close to exactly across my path of travel. Anyways, I have made, let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, no, 10, yeah, 10 clicks of adjustment. I took, the first time I was shooting down there, I kept hitting it to the left a good 2 feet, and it was relatively consistent 2 feet to the left. So I took 24 inches and calculated how many clicks I needed to move my bullet over to the right some. So I did that by taking 1,000 yards. You're looking at about 10 inches for 1 minute of angle. I've got down right here exactly what it is. Okay, 2.6 inches at 1,000 yards is 1 click. Okay, 10.47 is 1 minute of angle at 1,000 yards, so about 2.5 inches. So I moved it over 12 clicks, 10 clicks, and that worked pretty good. I'm still a little bit to the left, but anyway, I'm going to try to justify that this is actually 1,000 yards. I understand you could probably put a target up and stand as close to it as you want to and shoot, but let's go down here and drive down here to the target. There's my rifle and my shooting platform, fold-up table rather. And that box stand up here in front of us is 600 yards from my table. The bottom of the box stand is 600 yards. So on the other side of it, 400 yards, is my target, making it 1,000 yards total. So just for verification purposes, let's drive down here and look at it and enjoy George Strait on the way. Alright, there's my target. We're 1,000 yards. Getting dusted out. Alright, here's my box I put my camera on. There's my steel plate and my cardboard. Okay.